The alarm clock blares. Another day begins. But deep inside, something feels stuck. You check your phone. Messages, deadlines, noise, but no real connection, no peace. You smile in the mirror, but your eyes tell a different story. Tired, searching. You're climbing a ladder. But it leans against a wall that doesn't matter. What are you even chasing? People call it personal growth, hustle, grind, goals. But is that it? Just more doing? You scroll past another success story. Abs, money, travel, and still feel empty. Faith whispers when the world shouts. But it's easy to ignore a whisper, especially when life is loud. You feel behind, like everyone got the memo, except you. Bills on the fridge, a calendar filled with things to do. But none of it feels alive. You're walking through crowds, surrounded, yet alone. It shouldn't be this way. Some nights, you stare at the ceiling, praying, hoping. Is there more? This is the breaking point. Not loud, not dramatic. Just quiet pain, a cracked phone screen, a missed call. A moment where it all feels fragile. You realize you've been growing outward, but shrinking inward. More success, less soul. Faith isn't a checklist, it's a compass. And yours is spinning. You stop, not out of defeat, but to listen. A light. Switch, one flick, and the darkness breaks. Personal growth with faith. It's not about becoming more. It's about becoming real. It starts with surrender. Open hands, open heart. You pick up a Bible that's been gathering dust, not out of guilt, but hunger. You stop trying to fix everything and start asking deeper questions. Who am I really? And then you meet him, not an idea, not a religion, but Jesus. He doesn't shame you. He sees you and stays, God in human form, walking with you, right where you are. He doesn't wait for you to be perfect. He steps into your mess and calls you his. The pressure to perform starts to fade because grace shows up, uninvited but needed. You start saying no to things that once defined you. Crowds, filters, lies. You find joy in silence. Strength in stillness, faith in small steps. Each morning becomes sacred, not because it's perfect, but because it's honest. You're still climbing, but now it's the right ladder, one built on purpose. You feel pain, but it doesn't own you anymore. Faith reframes the story. You look back and realize growth wasn't in the wins. It was in the waiting. You see others differently, not as competition, but as souls. You stop scrolling for approval and start living for truth, deep soul-level truth. You no longer chase the light. You carry it everywhere you go. This is personal growth with faith. Not flashy, but unshakable. It's a daily choice to believe there's more, to trust the process, to grow in the shadows, to rise in grace, to become who you were always meant to be. So if you're tired of climbing empty ladders, stop and look up. There's a hand reaching for you, nail-scarred, steady, always was, still is. Faith isn't the end of your growth. It's the beginning, the foundation. This is your moment, your mirror, your light switch. Choose to grow with Jesus, not for applause, but for peace. Because the truth is, you were never meant to do this alone. And now, you don't have to.